Welcome to my live here on TikTok. I don't think I have any viewers yet, but I'm gonna try and make something of this. Do rebuilding this battery. So if you're into this stuff, please hit the heart button. Please keep going. Here we go. I would wake you up in the morning. Happy Saturday, everybody who's on. Happy Saturday to everyone. Just trying to do a rebuild in the battery here. And before you ask, yes, this is utter madness. But this is the kind of madman that I am. You know what? Don't forget to hit that heart button in the old live, you know. Keeps me at it. Good, thank you. Hit the old heart button. We'll see what the voltage of these are. .12. These are very near voltage to each other, so these'll go in. There's a rubber thing in between. I can put that out as well. Where am I based? Northern Ireland. Northern Ireland. Sorry, I'm not seeing a lot of the comments here because it's quite a meticulous wee job, you know. It's nearly not make any mistakes with lithium-ion cells. Oh, it didn't work. Anyway, it was a bad choice to clamp that. Plenty of heat in there, but it just didn't stay. Just have to put on the gloves. I'll try to do it by hand. Hold all in place now. That's good. BMS probably has gone that one too, but I have spare ones and I have spare boards here, so go replace the cells first and then I'll replace the board. That's the plan anyway. That's the idea. So any suggestions you would make are welcome. By the way, it's not do you fix Bosch bike batteries? Don't even know. Never even seen one before in my life. Never seen a Bosch bike battery. So don't know if I fix them. I haven't fixed one before. Usually do these Milwaukee batteries and some of the DEWALT and things like that, you know. But yeah. Who knows? Who knows what a man could do? They had to. Let's see this. Was anybody else asking any questions? What's happening, sir? Hello, Robert. Didn't see your question there. Or didn't see your comment, should I say. Keep tapping that screen. It doesn't cost anything. TikTok will not charge anything for tapping the screen, so just keep tapping her. It helps. And share the live if you want. If you think anybody would be interested in this, just share it with them. Anyway. Bit more sawing to do here. Before we go much further. Be careful doing this. If I cut into one of those cells, I could have an explosion. So, careful. Watch what I do, but don't do what I do. That's my advice. Watch it if you enjoy watching this stuff, you know. I've often wanted to do a video showing everyone what actually happens when you do puncture a lithium cell, but I haven't yet found a safe way to do it. So, you know, Ryobi 18 volt plus batteries, and of the power tool batteries that are lithium ion, I think it's lithium ion, works on the same principle. And something most cases can be fixed, unless they're wild oil or something, unless they're wild bad. This is kind of labour of love. This is probably not worth doing, this one, but I'm doing it anyway. kind of a good way to try it. My new spot welder, my newly reconfigured spot welder. It's not new, but I put a different battery on it and to see if it's welding and get to grips with it. These are hard to get out sometimes. Oh, that's serious there. That's proving serious to get out there. You have to go for the hammer with these, it's not good. Don't be afraid to share the share the live, sorry. Because keeps me at this will carry on, gets me a better push out on the platform, gets, you know, the thing's going nice and well for me. Two more. Just checking the voltage here. These are fully charged voltage, these are 4.14. That's the plus, that's the minus. That's what you're doing there. That's what we're trying to achieve. I wonder should I put the rubber thing in? I probably should put the rubber thing in, you know. Should go without it, but I'll put the rubber thing in. Milwaukee have this rubber thing that they put between the cells, which isn't a bad idea. You know, isn't a bad idea at all. Keeps the cells, gives the cells a bit of support, a bit of cushion, but impact sort of protection. Oh, it's tight there. I have left this rubber thing out before, but it's probably better on. It's a hell of a lot of force to get them on sometimes. That's good. Didn't have to cut it this time. Welcome to Saturday morning with Dr. Lefthandthread. Here live at the surgery where we're doing an insane battery build today that I wouldn't recommend anybody would do. Make a wee hole in that wall. Spot welder, make a hole in it. No. Right, she did. There we are. Keep liking the live. We need to get a few more likes there. I'll make this hole a bit bigger with a spot welder. There we are. That done it. That done it. Well, it seems pretty good, I think, which is what we want. Also, be careful soldering around batteries because it's very dangerous. They don't like the heat. You can damage a cell or you can damage yourself. You know which is worse. This plus side's a dodgy side. Because there's very little insulating the plus and negative from each other on the plus side. Yes, what is it told you? It's a spot welder. This is a DIY one. I bought this on eBay and I bought it without a power source and I had to connect an RC battery to it, you know, so it's a fairly what would you say, unique piece of equipment. I'll show you my old one. That there's another spot welder had, but it's less powerful. I don't really use that anymore. That's it. You get them on Amazon for about 50 quid. I have seen them at less, and there's little settings on them. You can set the intensity of the weld. That's good up to 30. The other one goes up to 99. But I'm welding there at 22 there today, and it's far more powerful than 30 would ever be on the other one. But that's the story on that. I've been repairing one pair of Vax, one pair of eye. Yep. Them Vax batteries they're Samsung cells, much like these. I think they're 20 hours. Them's 25 hours. They're a wee slightly higher capacity, but they're good. They're good cell. Battery repair is not for everyone though. Would I recommend it? Don't know if it's the right thing to be doing. But if you are doing it, be safe. It is a spot welder, definitely. See, I tracked that cell, it's a bit close to the knuckle there. Didn't want to burst that now. It's a good job it didn't go all the way through. Don't want to do that. Getting these out can be a pain. Hammer the life out of them. That's how you get them out. Still stuck. It's tight. Two more cells. I'll show you what I'm doing with the cells when matching cells are very important, so I'm trying to get matching cells that are all around the same voltage. That's 411, so that's not too bad. 4.11 that is, and this one is 411 as well. So we've got matching cells there, and I'm trying with around 4.11, 4.13 all the way along, so that's what I'm up to. That's what I'm up to there. Again, putting the rubber thing in. The PCB goes in the back ones. I swore off fixing vacuum cleaners, but you know, maybe I'm missing a trick, who knows? Who knows? There's a little push and it's sticking out too far there. This is the trick here. Definitely has to go on a wee bit. We're sort of right now. Hammer is not your first tool that you would reach for when you're thinking of fixing batteries, funny enough, but it's come in useful this time. What battery is that? It's what is he? Milwaukee 5 amp. It's a Milwaukee 5 amp. It's got 25 hour cells in it. It's 5 ampere 18 volt. Might have to rough that up, that's not clean there. Both sides. Anyway, I have to. The PCB's probably gone on that, but I have an arm on it. A lot of the batteries I get are water damaged. I got one last night. It was actually an American battery. It was weird. It was an American battery and it was water damaged. It's 6 amp 20 volt, which, you know, is just the same as the 6 amp 20 volt. Water damage beyond repair. Cells were knackered, BMS is knackered. There's nothing really out of case, and I could do a full rebuild like this if I want, but I haven't decided whether I want to or not yet. I'm still deciding. I'm still debating whether it's even viable to do so. I'm thinking no, but you know, there we are. That's what we're going to do there. Some burn a hole in this. I suppose you could drill a hole in, but what's the fun? Where's the fun in that? Where is the fun in that? I could be in the battery hospital all day if I wanted to be. I've got a lot of things to get through. I'm about a month behind with work at least. I have a month's work in front of me. It's just so much stuff is coming in. Just let's see if we can get this to weld properly now. This is my favourite hobby. Fair play to you. I think this is something therapeutic about building batteries. Something strangely relaxing about it. Last Saturday I had a choice of, choice of watching Netflix or doing this. Netflix lost out. This was definitely the favourite choice. You heard her tight as she sparks. Yeah. That's not well bad. Hopefully yeah, should be far enough down. I'm trying to keep these on as tight as you can to the sides so it fits in the battery box. If you're sticking out too far, it's hard to get into the battery box. You can rip off your connections, and you just want to keep it neat if you can. I'm known for many things, but neatness is probably not one of them. Doing this kind of thing is as precise as I get in my life. I'm fairly rough and ready. I'm a great man for the old country fix, you know. Doesn't have to look pretty as long as it goes. See, I better give a bit more heat into that. Sure it stays. To run a bit better. Not having to put much heat into it, that's good, just to get it to run and stick to that nickel strip, so that's good. Aye, a little flux, maybe I should be adding flux as well. That's got air flux in it, but you know, maybe a little flux would help. I'll take your advice. I'll maybe flux the next one. We've quite a few to go here, so we're going to be here a little while. Keep liking the live, keep sharing the live if you can. If you know anybody would enjoy this kind of thing, give me a wee follow, and you know, I'll make a deal with you. Give me a follow, and if you go to my profile and see my videos and you happen to not like them, you can unfollow. It's easy to unfollow. What are you repairing? Right, if you're new to the party, 5 amp red lithium Milwaukee battery. I'm reselling it. In fact, I'm actually downgrading it, if the truth be told. But these are Samsung ANR 25-hour cells, but they're all gone. I think there's 2 that's sort of viable, but they're just too many of them gone. And I'm replacing them with these ANR 18650 20S's. The difference is these 20S's are 2000 milliamp and these are 2500 when they're right. These came out of a Flexvolt 6 amp battery. There's 15 of these in a Flexvolt, and usually it's just a few of them that have gone. When you get an old battery, it's not worth repairing. So I just sometimes tear them apart, charge up the cells and reuse them. And that's what I'm doing. Although they are lower in ampere, they're very high capacity batteries and they do well. That's good. Yep. The danger of repeating myself. You're thinking of doing this, be careful what I'm doing there. Cutting or soldering around cells, it's dangerous. If you accidentally puncture a cell, you can cause yourself a world of hurt. You know, it's not what I want for you guys. You know, I want you guys to be safe, happy. That came out easier, which is nice. Which is real nice. Came out easier until it's stuck. There we are. I don't want anybody to get into any problems, cause themselves an injury, or what would you say, lose any of their property or equipment because of what they've seen me do. It seems like it's a bit firing. That'll do. It'll be near enough for a country job like this. Yeah, that happens. Adam, if you accidentally puncture a battery, you know, you need to be careful. I have a bucket here. I have a tin bucket that's supposed to be fireproof. If you can get into the bucket quick enough, if we can do that, if you get into the bucket quick enough, we'll just, there we are. Get into the bucket quick enough, you might actually save your workshop and your maybe get an injury yourself or something. So it isn't without its risks, but I'm doing. That's why I keep telling people, be careful, please. This is not. See, can I get this? This looks fun, but it has its dangers, you know. It has its dangers. See, I need to make a bigger hole in that. Yeah, that's a good big hole now. I could drill it, but you know, like I say, it's not as much fun. You know, a wee bit of special effects in these live streams. See if we get this set the other way better. Maybe things burned off there, it's not there, no? I'm going to get that to set right, we'll see. Probably not powerful enough to melt that or weld that nickel, but we'll try it anyway. No. The original nickel's almost a bit more robust. There's something there that can, yeah, do that. Yep. Wasn't holding her tight enough there. Getting the spark. That's it. Yeah. Hold on. I'll tell you what's wrong there. I need to clean up that end. That's too rough. Never cleaned up the end. She's not actually connecting properly yet. There's me going welty. Let's see. Well, the welders let me down now. It's not ideal. No. Here we are. She's going alright now. That stirping damage isn't helping her. We'll see. Can we get her rightly pinned? That's it. That's it. We're good there now. That's good. We are good now. A little bit of flux. I've given enough pressure that she's actually what would I say? She's actually welding, because otherwise, or she's actually connecting properly. Because if she's not connecting properly, what she does is she if she's not connecting properly, what she does is she burns to the nickel strip. She's just a real weapon, that spot welder, compared to the one I had, the wee small one I showed you earlier if you were on the live. If you've been on a while. That got down a bit better, I think. Put more solder on. It's a wee bit rough, but I think it'll hold. That's really what I want. As long as it holds, I'm happy. Right. Still might have to do a BMS replacement when I'm finished. but we'll see. I get the cells on it, get a voltage check, and see if she's throwing out the right voltage. So we'll try that first. Where do you get the replacement cells from? Oh, you must have been on earlier on when I was saying. An old Flexvolt, an old Flexvolt battery. I don't know if you know anything about DEWALT Flexvolt. Sometimes they can be fixed, but a lot of times they can't. And when they can't be fixed, sometimes you can salvage enough cells out of them to make a 10 pack like this, because there's 15 cells in a Flexvolt. Flexvolt DEWALT 6 amp. That is that. That is that. There. So 2 cells out. And rust none of them. No? Anyway. We're very much getting there. Let's carry on. It's not too bad there. Too bad at all. Worst comes to worst, you can cut them rubber things off if she doesn't fit in the casing properly, you know. But we'll see what happens. I have to rough up the edges of this modern one because it's hadn't previously done this. This is a mix match of cells, and you know the good thing about it is they're all the same. They're all the same brand of cell, they're all the same capacity of cell. But I can't even remember if they come out of the same pack. And the downside with that is they might not have the same age, they might not have the same charging cycles, they might not charge and discharge the same amount of times, so that's sort of problematic a wee bit, but not too bad. Battery must be getting low. See it? Battery must be getting low. We'll see. We'll get it sorted. We will not be beat. Maybe the ends are getting a wee bit rough. They've been through a lot today, and the ends are rough too. Like, oh, let's see. That's a bit better. The ends were a bit rough. That's good. Yep. It's up now. What's happened here? Right. If you're new, I'm building a Milwaukee battery from scratch. Pulled all the cells out of it. Might have to replace the board as well. So, yeah. Share the live, like the live, follow me. Follow me if you like this kind of thing. Follow me if you like this sort of thing. Check out my profile, there's lots of repair videos and all sorts of power tool stuff, you know. It's really too much solder there, because that's may have to file that down. We'll see. Because the stuff to run here a wee bit. No. Oh. Anyway. Let's see. You know what, I'm flying there, but the particularly wasn't anything too useful. Just one more connection to connect up. just drill a hole in it this time. Yep. Yeah, nice. Alright. Slice my finger a little bit, so I just put a bit of tape on it, keep it going, keep the lot on me. There we are. Right. Nearly finished. That might be all my spot welding for the day. Spot welding might be finished. Maybe retire it soon. The soldering there, and I'll have to solder on another white. Let's see. Someday. I'm not going to spot weld that, I'm going to just solder that on. But getting to stay in position. Take enough solder onto it and get it stuck down. It's well stuck down there now. So need some more flux. Hey, you're probably right. You're probably right. Let's add a lot more flux. I've got into a bad habit of not using flux when I use that Airson stuff, because you usually get away with it. But anyway, I think I hate the smell of it. Flux when it's burning too. I think that puts me off too. But anyway, there's enough of it on now anyway. Still not sticking to it, the flux and all. More heat. Get the heat into it. Right. That's well stuck down now. That board's probably horsed, to be honest. But anyway, it's time to do a bolt check before we go much further, to see if the old cells are connected properly. Yeah, cool. That's great. I'll try and show you here. I'll show you. We're up close here today, so it's hard to get everything in. Let's see, get a connection here. Why no cell stickers? Ah, well, you're making a very good point. I should probably be using cell stickers and ends. I'm just trying to be careful, you know. I'm just trying to. It's an old country fix, you know. 20.76, which is very high for an 18-volt battery. It's nice and high. Them cells are at full capacity, you see. I charge them in the wee charger for charging individual cells. That's not probably going to work, but we'll stick it on the charge and see if it goes. And I shouldn't solder onto cells. We'll be getting the flashing light. Means a BMS problem probably, but anyway, we'll try a wee reset. There's a wee reset move you can do to try and fix these things, you know. Doesn't always work. Connect these two. Connect these two. And put it on a tool then. Pull the trigger, you know, and then try it in the charger. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So not one of them times it's going to work. So BMS replacement it is, guys. So we're going to be here a while longer. I'm going to have to desolder the board and get it off. We've no other options available to us that I know of. Desolder the board. these screws out here first. This is just an old country fix on a battery. He's quite right, I should use cell stickers on the ends of these. Though they haven't used cell stickers, but anyway. And soldering onto cells is not ideal. That's why I was soldering onto the nickel strip rather than directly onto the cell. Some of the heat was still going into the cell, but if you know, you know. You don't always do the things you're supposed to do in life. Colin Paul, do you need cells? I have Samsung 32E 20p 20p each. Right? That's, you serious? Colin Paul, yes, good man. We might need to connect. Might need to get in touch. Follow me and sure you can send me a message request and we can connect up. Maybe we could do a deal of some sort. Definitely send me a message request after this if you. Good man. That's in the new Chinese inboard I'm going to slap onto this. So, but everything that you put on, you have to get the old one first. There's more room for the new one, I find. Let's see, let me get a bit of heat onto this. First of all, get this board off. Thank you very much, Colin Paul. Thanks for getting in touch. Because when you buy cells, sometimes you might not be getting the right sort of quality. But if they're Samsung, you have something. If you're buying Samsung, you're actually buying quality. 32Es. Now they would be decent. For old country fix, reusing cells alright, you know. But for doing a real good job, it's not. You're right. I used to cut the boards off, but I try and use as much of the original nickel strip as I can because it's hard to beat the original. The quality's higher than I'd be using, you know. It's the proper stuff that Milwaukee would be using. That's the board removed. This is a real nail biter, guys, you know, to see if we can get this to go now. We're very far into this fix now. We're kind of committed now. There's no turning back now. 50E as well. Definitely get in touch. Oh no, that didn't go well there. Broke off a wee bit of the nickel strip, so I'm gonna have to make a bit for that one. That makes me sad, but it's not the end of the world. I can make a wee bit. I'll fix it in. A bit of the original nickel strip broke off, but it's only a little bit. I'll make a little bit out of this. This ain't so bad. I've used finer stuff in this, but there's always something can go wrong, you know. That's just life. You see that bit just broke off there? It's a bit sticking up like in that side. Don't know if you can see that properly, but we will sort it. That's what we're here to do. Doesn't matter if we go with all the way, I suppose. Aye, that'll be easier. Oh, you don't want to do that. You want to avoid that. That just shows one thing. That you can forget when you're working with batteries. That you're dealing with something that's loaded with power and can be dangerous, you know. Thought lithium was banned in Ireland. I don't know. What do you mean lithium banned in Ireland? What respect? I don't know. I don't know the answer. You'd have to explain that to me. I'm not saying that you're wrong, but I just don't understand fully what you're telling me. That's what I'm saying. A bit of old solder stuff and that can right on down to that. Maybe up there. There's something happening there with that board, anyway. There's something lighting. I'll get this screw on. Aye, that's the problem. The old solder was in the top of the pins there. But we'll get it sorted. We got there anyway. We've got them protruding out through now is what we want. And there's the one we broke, so we can re-bridge that. It can go from the bottom or go from the top. It doesn't really matter, does it? As long as you get it to connect. The top would be handier, you know. It'll not look as nice, but it'll be easier. Go from the top. Yeah. We'll go from the top. I go from the top, it's easier, he says. I'll solve these other ones and then I'll find that bit wherever it landed. Or make a new bit. Might be easier. He's right what he's telling me about taking the solder off the pins. I didn't do that properly. That's why it proved a wee bit difficult getting the pins back into the board. There's 3 out of 4 connected now. I still have to connect this one. So I'll make a new bit of strip for it. Aye. Find that there. Sorry if I'm not keeping up with the chat as well as normally would at times there. Sorry if I missed your comment. I like to try and reply to everybody, but this is a very interesting sort of a job. What would you say it? It's very precise for an old savage like me. Put the solder there if that's stuck properly. It's connected, isn't it? A bit of flux in that. It's not going to take as well. TikTok's telling me to take a break. I think it's a bad time to take a break. What am I repairing? A 5-amp Milwaukee battery. That's what it is. Sorry if you're new there. You just didn't. You haven't been on here the whatever length of time I've been on. Couldn't even tell you. Could be an hour and a half. Could be 2 years. Who knows? Haven't really got anywhere else to be this morning. Let's see if that's gonna melt it just done. That's rough, even for me. That's rough for me even. Well, anyway. As long as it's stuck down, like I say, we're doing the old country fix today. This is not the. I am not working for NASA here. I'm in a prefabricated building at the side of the house. This is not Cape Canaveral. Oh, there it is. Been on an hour and a half. TikTok's telling me to take a break. TikTok don't realise that I don't really need a break. I just need the solder to stick. TikTok don't realise that. I put in another screw, but that's showing 4 bars now. That's kind of all the bars that we need in our life. My battery's showing the blinking light on my Milwaukee soldering iron, so there's just one battery in there from fully charged. A 4-amp battery, I think that is. Anyway. We've got to put her together. Oh, come on, I'm using this. They're great for DIYers, good for weekend warriors like me. Not too bad, that rubber's kind of in the way. We can take that off. The rubber's kind of in the way there. You were. Yeah. $100 Probably easier getting a bit of heat into the solder rather than what I'm doing, you know. Like the wee portable stuff. Soldering heavy wires now, 100 watt would be very useful. 4 bars. Did enough of you like the live? Actually, I injured myself in the process of that. There was literally blood and sweat went into that. No tears, which I'm proud of myself. I was a big boy. Put off a spot welder. I don't need that on. So, what do I see? We have something to try it on. See how it goes. Good old kick off it. That's a 4 amp battery, even though it says 5 amp on the outside. But it's pretty good 4 amp, if I don't mind, you don't mind me saying. I built a DEWALT one with them same cells one time, a DEWALT 4 amp, and it did pretty good. The guy put it in the planer and he says there's just some kick off the planer with it. I don't know enough about the output of cells to tell you, but they're pretty good. Them 20S's. I've only been somebody had made a commentary about this battery before I fixed it. You see that? Would I write something else? Let me see. Not. I can't say not. I have to say now at the bottom. Now, because it was. It was. That was a good description word of it. Not shade now. Oh, I'll try it in a charge to see. It's fully charged, so I'll not get a. At least I'm not getting a. As long as I'm not getting a green and red. Yep, there's a green light coming on. So that means it's fully charged. Them cells were full capacity, you see. That's why.